Jobbar du här på redaktionen?
Jajamän, självklart.
Du, har du sett Nana Mouskouri?
Nej.
Ursäkta, jag ska försöka hitta henne. To be or not to be, that's a question, but not to me. I know I'll always be in love with you. I see that you're the one, and I'm positive you'll agree. I'll always love you just the way I do. I will put it like Mr. Romeo when he entered the balcony. He said, Juliet, my fiancée, how would you like to marry me? To be or not to be, that's a question, but not to me. 'Cause I know that very soon we'll be a happy, 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 happy family. A happy family. Tack. Tack så mycket. Välkomna allihopa. Ja, jag ska börja med en mycket enkel visa. Det är en mycket enkel visa som bara har 2 stavelser i texten. Den skulle vara liksom enkel att börja med. Och ja, ackompanjemanget är ännu mer enkelt. Det är bara en ackord på gitarren. Så det skulle vara liksom bra att börja med. Nu ska ni inte bli förvirrade för att jag varierar i högra sidan. Det är fortfarande samma i vänstra. Precis som i ristan. Resultatet kommer ut genom hållet i mitten. Det förstår du. Ja. Oj, boj, 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 boj. Oj, boj, 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 boj. Boj, boj, boj. Boj, 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 boj. Oj, boj, 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 oj, boj, 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 boj. Oj, boj, 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 boj. Tack ska ni ha. Jag har skrivit texten själv. Tack så mycket. Ja. Jag har också gjort en country and western sång som jag gärna vill få sjunga. Cowboy, boy, 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 boy. Tackar. Nej, nu är det så här att faktiskt det jag sjöng tidigare, det är en gammal hebreisk sång, en så kallad chassidic sång. Och med tanke på hebreisk, det var en katolsk präst och en rabbiner som satt och snackade. Och så sa den katolska prästen, I have been a wandering. As a rabbi, you're not allowed to eat the pork. Huh? No, you're quite right. You're not allowed to. It's not kosher. Have you ever tried? Well, to be quite honest, yes, I have tried. But now we are speaking of forbidden fruits. As a Catholic priest, you're not allowed to do this little trick for the ladies. Oh, no, that is forbidden. That is forbidden. Have you ever tried? As a matter of fact, yes, I have tried. A little better than pork, wasn't it? Det var 2 som snackade och så säger den ena, now look, you've been asking me, how was my vacation? How is my wife? How are my children? You ask me, how is everything? Why don't you ask me, how's business? Oh, I'm sorry, how's business? Oh, don't ask! Jaha. Vet du varför det är många judar som har långa näsor? Stora näsor. Det vet inte du. Det är för att luften är gratis. Än så länge. När den börjar kosta någonting, då blir de mindre. Det förstår du. Ja, jag kommer att tänka på, det var en mormor. Hon satt på bryggan. Tittade ut över vattnet nu. Hon hade sitt barnbarn i knät här. Och då kom det plötsligt en stor våg. Och tog bort barnbarnet. Ut i havet. Och hon säger, God, look, I've always believed in you. Why did you take away my grandchild? Please bring him back. Please bring him back. Så kom det en ny våg. Och då satt han. Så säger hon, thank you God. God? He had a hat. God, you made many poor people. I know it's not a shame to be poor. But on the other hand, it's not a great honor either. Would it be so bad if I was to have just a little fortune? If I were a rich man, yabba dabba 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 diddle dibby dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba dibba diddle dooba dabba diddle diddy dum. If I were a biddy biddy rich, yabba dabba diddle dabba man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There could be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down. And one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill the yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud quack, biggly-quack, quack, 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 will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. Oy, 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 oy. If I were a rich man, yabba dibba diddle dabba dabba diddle diddy dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba dibba diddle dabba dabba diddle diddy dum. If I were a biddy biddy rich, yabba dabba diddle dabba man, I see my wife, my golden, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals at her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to frown on me and ask me to advise them, like Solomon the wise. If you please, Rebetevye, pardon me, Rebetevye, posing questions that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Boy, 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 boy. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss the holy book with the learned men 7 hours every day. This would be the sweetest thing of all. Oy vey. If I were a rich man, yabba-deeble-deedle-dabba-dabba-deedle-dee-dee-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard, yabba-deedle-dee-dee-daddle-dadda-deedle-dee-dee-dum. God, you made the lion and the lamb. You decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Tack så mycket. Mina damer och herrar, nu ska jag ha den äran att bjuda välkommen min gäst. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nana Mouskouri.
Can make a memory. Only love can make a moment last. You were there, and all the world was young, and all its songs unsung. And I remember you then when love was on. Oh, you were living for, and how you gave that love to me. Only then I felt my heart was free. I was part of you, and you were all of me. Warm were the days and the nights of those years, faded and colors to outshine the sun. All of the words and the dreams and the tears and my remembrance. Only love can make a memory. Only love can make that moment last. Life was new, there was a rage to live, each day a page to live, and I remember you then when love was on. Oh, you were living for, and how you gave that love to me. Only then I knew my heart was free. I was part of you, and you were all
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello there.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Nana, I guess you have been singing for all your life.
Yes.
I've read somewhere.
Very long time. Yes. All my life. That is true.
I've read that you were, as a kid, you didn't speak that much, but you sang instead. Is that true?
Yes, I was a very shy child, and I couldn't really speak so much, but I wanted to speak and I couldn't make it. So instead I was singing. I was singing my sorrow, and I was singing my happiness when I was happy. And
Did you then just
cried
make
both
up,
times.
Oh, did you make up the songs according to your feelings? Or?
Yes, I think it's a way of expression, the singing. The music helps you to do that. So my mother used to sing a lot, and she used to teach me songs. So the songs I was singing, sometimes when I was sad, they were sad sounding. And when I was happy, they sounded happy. So
what kind of words did you make your own words or just sing?
Sometimes yes. I would make some other words, but even the same words. It depends how you tell them, you know?
Yeah.
It's the same thing in a song now.
But then you started singing at the conservatory before you were kicked out.
Yes.
It's true, isn't it?
It is true, yes. So because I like to sing, when I grew up a little bit, then my parents thought that if I wanted to sing, then I had to learn. And this is why they sent me to the conservatory to study. And I started to sing. In fact, my sister as well, she went to the conservatory with me. She had a beautiful voice, but she didn't want so much to become a singer. So I started for 9 years classical music, classical singing, and but I was at the same time interested in singing all styles of music. I mean, everything that was music. I wanted to discover what's behind every style. And of course, at the time, jazz and rock and roll, they were very Elvis Presley, you know. So I started to sing everything I could. And my professor, once he found out that I really did this, and he was not happy at all, and he gave me the choice: either I continue my studies without doing anything else but classical, or he showed me the door. And of course, I have chosen the door. Mm. I went out.
You haven't regretted since that you'd
for the first 2 years, I think it was very sad for me. I couldn't even walk out of the opera house or just to hear a classical note, you know, playing. I was crying like a baby because I thought it was a disappointment for my parents. And also, I thought I was wasted the time of my life, 9 years that I wasted and didn't become a classical singer. But then I found a lot of joy and happiness in what I do because I was always very sincere. And one day, I was singing in a nightclub, and in the audience there was Maria Callas. Yeah. So she called me because she liked my singing very, very much. And she called me and she said, you know, I've been observing you, the way you sing, and you do very well. Have you ever studied singing? So I told her my story, that I just was at the conservatory, and then my professor sent me away because I wanted to sing also something else. And then she told me something which really followed me all up my life and changed my life, in fact, because she said, it doesn't matter what you sing, is why you sing it and how you sing it. This is the most important thing. And you better be a very good popular singer than being maybe the last one in a classical choir. So, I mean, it's important. My parents changed their minds as well.
I guess they did.
Yes.
Do you want to sing a song?
Yes, because you promised, exactly, yes, you promised that you were going to sing with me.
Yeah, it's a song that I think it's called Try to Remember.
Maybe we can sing it together, in fact.
We'll try.
Okay? Okay, you start.
Try Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain was yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a young and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow, follow. Try to remember when life was so tender,
when no one went
except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender, when dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender, when love was an ember about to billow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow, follow.
Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know snow will follow.
Deep in December, it's nice to remember, without a hurt, the heart will hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, a heart should remember and follow, follow.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
You play very nice with the guitar. The thing I cannot do. I only scratch. I play a little bit, but I only scratch, but you play very nice.
Do you play other instruments?
Oh, a little bit the piano, just for me to make my exercise. You know, do,
Yeah.
re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do.
I guess that, it's become part of your image that you are using glasses. And you, and you, the strange thing is that
my glasses, yes.
it must be nice because if you want not to be recognized, you just take off your glasses.
Yeah. Somehow, but I cannot see very well. So.
You can also change your look. For instance, I have some glasses here. So,
I look.
so that those you can use. So
Yes,
if you can.
It's pity they are not square ones because. But I get the square one.
I have some others as well.
You
You can try. Yes. I have
see.
these. If you want to go to Denmark, you can have the swans. And
Well, you have a lot of the swans in Denmark.
Swans, yes, that's the national bird in Denmark. And this is if you go to another country with some other birds.
Oh, this I like very much. Is really they have the doves.
You like them? They're yours.
They are.
Certainly, people won't recognize you with those.
Oh, well, that's great. Where did you find them? We won't say because it will be commercial.
Yeah.
But the birds are like, maybe it's too much, but I mean, the birds are nice. Wow, that's great. Yeah.
Well, now I have a little surprise for you.
You're going to sing something. You're going to play something.
I'm going to play.
Yeah, what?
I just have to see
What?
if the guitar is in tune. It was almost in tune. So I just drink some water because my voice will be better when I just play the guitar.
You mean you're not going to sing?
No.
Oh,
But
really?
I will ask you to sing a song that I think is very, very beautiful, that you've sung for many years. and it's an old folk song called Plaisir d'amour.
So you play?
I play, and
you know my key and everything?
I hope so. I've listened to the record, so I
Oh.
hope it will. Once more.
Yes.
I have to listen once more to the record.
Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment, chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. Tu m'as quitté pour la vie, c'est elle t'a quitté pour un autre amant. Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment, chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie. Tant que c'est eau coulera doucement vers ce ruisseau qui borde la prairie. Je t'aimerai, t'aurais répété si l'eau coule encore. Elle a changé pourtant. Plaisir d'amour ne dure qu'un moment, chagrin d'amour dure toute la vie.
Thank you.
It's one of the most difficult things to play. You play very nicely.
Thank you.
Very.
I've been wondering, are you superstitious?
Why you say so? You know, I come from a country that people are very superstitious, and I try to remember. Of course, I'm Greek. You know that. I don't have to say. So you know, all my life I've been trying not to be superstitious, and the worst of all is I was born on a 13, and the 13 in our country is somehow, you know, not a very good sign. My sister was born on a 13. My son is born on a 13. And my daughter, I think she would have been a 13 if she was not a cesarean. So, you know, she had to come out a little bit earlier. So you see, but all my life I try to get rid of that thing, which is somehow, but I think the 13 brought me luck. So, you see.
But do you have any rituals, for instance, when you perform, that you must do something special? Or?
Well, first of all, I mean, I like to go very early to the theater. I just go on stage, I search the stage, I say, look where I'm going to walk. I want to be the one who's going to be the last to walk on this part before I leave. I want to walk out from my dressing room, the last one. Nobody will go into my dressing room after I left. I have to be the last one. Then I go always from the côté court, like they say, it's the garden, no, not the garden, it's the courtyard side of the theater, you know, left side. And also, I also have a handkerchief that I hold it in my hand, and before I go on stage, I just leave it on the side, and I find it when I come back from the stage. I have a few things like that.
Now we're going to hear a song from your latest album. It's,
yes.
It shows, I think, the variety. I mean, this song is like a modern song. I believe it was from a movie with Bette Midler.
Yes, because it comes from this album that has a lot of songs from movies. You know, The Little Child, Behind the Screen,
yeah.
My Father. So I did this album as an homage of these times of my life, and there are quite a few old and a few new songs. But this is, as you say, it's a Bette Midler song that she sang in the film Beaches,
yeah.
And it's a beautiful song.
And it's called The Wing Beneath My Wings.
Must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let it shine. That's your way. You've always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the serene. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful face to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I would like to be. That I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. It must have appeared you go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth for so long, that I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. That I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, and I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
Eddie, will you fetch the water? Fetch me some water.
There's a hole in the bucket. Dear Nana, there's a hole in the bucket. Dear Nana, hole.
Then fix it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Then fix it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Fix it.
With what shall I fix it, dear Nana, dear Nana? With what shall I fix it, dear Nana? With what?
With a straw, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. With a straw, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. With a straw. It's not so difficult.
The straw is too long, dear Nana, dear Nana. The straw is too long, dear Nana, much too long.
Come on. Then cut it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Then cut it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Cut it, cut it. You know, you can cut it.
With what shall I cut it, dear Nana, dear Nana? With what shall I cut it, dear Nana? With what?
With an axe, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. With an axe, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. With an axe.
The axe is too dull, dear Nana, dear Nana. The axe is too dull, dear Nana, too dull.
Then sharpen it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Then sharpen it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Sharpen it.
On what shall I sharpen it, dear Nana, dear Nana? On what shall I sharpen it, dear Nana? On what?
Let's see. Use a stone, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. On a stone, dear Eddie, on a stone, dear Eddie.
The stone is too dry, dear Nana, dear Nana. The stone is too dry, dear Nana, much too dry.
Then wet it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Wet it, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Wet it, the stone, wet it.
With what shall I wet it, dear Nana, dear Nana? With what shall I wet it, dear Nana? With what?
Use water, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Use water, dear Eddie, dear Eddie. Water, plain water, you know, cool water, water, water.
In what shall I fetch it, dear Nana, dear Nana? In what shall I fetch it, dear Nana? In what?
I think in a bucket, dear Eddie, dear Eddie, dear. In a bucket, dear Eddie. In a bucket.
There's a hole in the bucket, dear Nana, dear Nana. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Nana. A hole. Tack ska ni ha. Och vi ska tacka så småningom för ikväll. Och jag ska tacka Nanna för att ha kommit hit. Men innan vill jag be Nanna sjunga en sång som är min favoritsång. Och som jag hoppas också att ni vill tycka om. Jag vet ni vill tycka om den. Nanna, thank you very much for coming. I think you are, I'm speaking honest, one of the warmest people I've ever met in this business. Thank you very much.
And you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like you very much to sing Ave Maria. måste väl kunna hitta på någonting. Liksom, något roligt. Kan du spela på läpparna?
Hur då menar du?
Sen...
Nej, det tror jag inte. Men du kan ju... Nej, det kan du inte.
Jo, ibland. Men inte alltid. Om det spontant funkar det, men annars, nej.
Men du skulle kunna... Nej, det kan du inte heller förstås antagligen. Nej, det kan du inte. Vet du vad? Nu har jag det. Jag gör en jolt.
En jolt?
Ja, visst jag kan göra en jolt. Det är kul alltså. Kolla. Eddie? Eddie? Det funkar. Eddie! Eddie! Det var på skoj mest, Eddie. Eddie! Nej, larva inte nu.
Han får väl trala tillbaka Eddie igen då, så det kan bli en liten fest nu på fredag här i Sverigekanalen. Det ser vi fram emot. Du behöver inte vänta.
In view of the depressed state of the world, we have decided not to proceed with the mining of your cassiterite deposits.
So we're not going to be rich after all?
Not this week.
Well, we've still got the ghoulies. That should say we're richer this way.
Maybe we are.